from? Where you from? Where you from?
I love you, mommy. Where do you come from, mommy? I love you, mommy. Nashamizika pandaona ujipura pano, baby. Nanetekana ukandiona nijikutarisa nonyarirepi. Naona mwezi zuwa nenyerezi pamwechete pahuburi ndikanetekana zvawauna nijikutarisa nonyarirepi. Anacherechedza mafambiro ako iwewe ndikati mwana ndewe kune. Oh yeah, excuse me, where you from, mommy? Cause I want you, mommy.
I met Augustine in Milton Keynes at a church function. He was preaching there, so I just liked him when he was preaching, and the message that he was preaching was so touching. So when he finished, he approached me. We started to talk just as a pastor and a girlfriend. Then after that, we exchanged numbers. Then after that, we started seeing each other. Then after that, another thing happened, and after that, another thing happened. It took me some couple of weeks to accept his proposal. I was also nervous because he was a man of God, and I didn't know what to say to him. But on the other hand, I was feeling something towards the approach. But as time goes on, we're just talking as friends. Then after that, we started seeing each other. We went out for dinner. I accepted as time goes on. I think after 3 weeks after he approached me. I would say he's a romantic person, because even when we were dating, the very first day that we met, he brought some expensive flowers and expensive the Ferrero Rocher, the chocolates. They were wrapped. Then he had to pay the bill for everything that we ate. Then, yeah, I would say he's very romantic in another way. In daily basis, he normally prepares breakfast for me, and sometimes dinner when he's around. The silliest thing that we've argued about, he doesn't want to spread the bed in the morning. He always whinge and moan when I said you have to do it. If he was an animal, I would love him to be a pangolin, because it's very attractive. I love the color of the pangolin because it gives more impression, which is a good impression anyway, and it's very smart in everything that it does. In the next 10 years, I'll be looking forward to have at least 5 kids with him. I will be expecting 3 boys and 2 girls. Then invest more in our children and in ourselves. Augustine, you better give me all your money so that I'll spend it well and wise.
Marriage is a journey where we travel and we come across to traffic lights, roundabouts and humps. So it's a journey where we are supposed to meet difficult situations, also good times. So to me, I describe a marriage as a journey which we need to abide to one another. Kumira na mumwe, kana zvakanaka kana zvakaoma unomira na mumwe wako. That's how I can describe marriage, and marriage is something that has been ordained by God. A man can only prepare for a marriage. That's why the word of God said it is not good for a man to live alone, because a boy cannot marry, but only a man can marry. So when you are a man, you are capable to marry, but when you are a boy, you are not capable to marry. So when you decide to marry, now approve yourself as a man. You can't go into a marriage when you are not yet matured enough to be a married person. It was one of this day on a conference when I was at an all-night prayer in Milton Keynes, a place called Milton Keynes in the United Kingdom, when I was also a preacher there. But by that time I was not preaching, I was singing, because as I said, I'm talented, I've got different talents. I was singing, I was leading praise and worship, even though I'm also a good preacher. So when I was singing, I saw Ethel sitting in the congregation. That's when I picked her. God said, "This is the bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh." Then immediately there, I advanced to start talking to her. You know, when I approached her, I saw, or I hear the answer saying, "This is the one for you." And azvina kumbondinetsa kumuudza kuti I love you, because the heart was already beeping, and I said I love you. You know, as a lady, there's also some other ways that she might say, but to me, the answer was yes. Ethel, she's a wife that is so caring, and she's also loving and so uplifting. My wife Ethel, her favorite color is, she loves purple, orange, and blue, but I think more of purple. That's the most color that she loves. You know, Ethel, she's a very good cook, but I love eggs very much, and I want her to cook the best eggs that I'll say this is good. Everything, she's a very good cook, but I wanted to improve in frying of eggs. In the next 10 years, I'm believing God for a prosperous marriage, and I'm believing God for kids with children. I love two. I love two children, and that's enough. I don't know my wife, I know she might have more, but I love two. And also, I'm believing God in an expanding vision and businesses in my marriage. Ethel doesn't know something important about me, that sometimes kana ndakatsamwa kana akandigumbirisa ndinombopopota, anogona kuziva kuti ndatotsamwa na ndichipopota, but chaasingazivi kana ndazonyarara haazi ndinge ndichifungei. Kana ndazonyarara haazi ndinge ndichifungei, but ndoda kuti azive nhasi kuti ndinge ndichifungei kana ndakanyarara. Ndinge ndichifunga izvo kuti she must be a strong woman, and she must be an equipped woman, also an elevated one.
Would you be my lovey? Where you from? Would you be my lovey? Where you from? Ndashamisika pandaona uchipura pano, baby, ndandetsekana ukandiona ndichikutarisa nonyarirepi.